The story you are about to hear is true.
When I was 15, I got myself pregnant unintentionally. I was a very promiscuous, horny teenager, and I wasn't exactly safe about it. Sometimes I used condoms, sometimes I didn't. I got worried when I started experiencing the usual symptoms of morning headaches and nausea and skipped my period, so I took a pregnancy test, and what I feared was true: I was pregnant. I had no idea how to react to this. For one, I was utterly terrified, and I wanted to get rid of it. In a way, it felt parasitic, the thing inside me with the power to fuck my life up. I have very Christian parents who would have disowned me for having an abortion, but I knew they would love to raise this kid. However, I hated the idea. I had problems with eating at the time and didn't want to gain the pregnancy weight, and I just didn't want a child. I guess I'm making excuses, even now. I started a smoking habit very promptly, since I'd heard in science lessons that one of the effects of smoking can be miscarriage. I barely ate at all, and if I did, I threw it up, all in the hopes of starving it, as if I was trying to get rid of a fever. It didn't work. I gave birth to her far too early, and as a result she is blind. I gave her away and haven't heard from her since. She's 8 by now. My parents were surprisingly supportive, and I got the help I needed for my eating disorder, and I still go to regular therapy. I just had to get it off my chest. I realized now that this confession has come across as unremorseful. It was hard writing it, and as a result I focused more on what happened than my emotions. I want to make it clear that I really regret my actions. It's very hard to live with what I've done, and when I was 17, I attempted suicide because I simply couldn't handle it any longer. What I've done to my child tears me apart every day. I still have nightmares, I still can't sleep at night. I can't tell you how many times I've wished and prayed to go back in time. However, I've focused on improving myself through therapy, and I am training to be a nurse to help children. I know that doesn't make up for it, but I'm trying hard to be better. This is not the way to deal with this situation. First, always use contraception unless you are willing to accept the responsibility of a child, which is a lifelong commitment. If you're a woman, don't trust the man to bring it each time and keep it in a safe, secure location. Bring your own condoms, get on the pill, get an implant, whatever works for you. If you do get pregnant, don't be afraid to reach out for help. Speak to your doctor or teacher your world. If you feel like you can't talk to your parents, but if you do think you can speak to them, don't feel ashamed. Don't do what I did. Getting pregnant is not the end of the world. Don't let it be the end of yours.